know this man goes all out, all guns blazing.
Rodtang, the hottest Muay Thai athlete in the world right now.
Feared Muay Thai fighters on the planet, Rodtang Jitmuangnon.
The man who fears nothing, Rodtang Jitmuangnon, the Iron Man.
Talents in the world. There's a reason they call him the Iron Man.
The thunderous crack of shin bone against skull echoed throughout the arena. Blood-splattered canvas as another opponent crumbled like a demolished building.
But how tough is Sergio Wilson to stand there toe-to-toe with Rodtang?
Thai destroyer standing over him didn't flinch. He smiled, motioning for more violence. The crowd erupted as Rodtang Jitmuangnon, the Iron Man, shattered another legend with terrifying ease. For centuries, Muay Thai forged the world's most brutal warriors, but one man rose above them all, turning pain into pleasure and fear into fuel.
More kick than a chorus line here in the second round. There's the hook, smack bang.
Oh, he's wobbled.
There's a reason they call him the champ.
Today we'll witness how a starving village kid became the most indestructible force in combat sports. Welcome to the Punch Club, fellas. Here we go. The rise begins 2013 to 2017. On July 23, 1997, a future destroyer was born in a forgotten Thai village where hunger ruled every day. With empty pockets and zero choices, 8-year-old Rodtang entered brutal Muay Thai camps, not chasing dreams but chasing survival. Every kick earned food on the table for his starving family. Years of punishment that would crush grown men only forged his kid into steel. By 2013, Rodtang exploded onto Bangkok's professional scene like a human missile. Fight after fight, he demolished veterans twice his age with terrifying ease. The teenage terror collected knockouts faster than championship trophies. Within 4 years, this poverty-born warrior had conquered Thailand's elite and claimed multiple belts. At just 19, Rodtang wasn't just another fighter. He was the undisputed king of Muay Thai. Millions of fans worldwide chanted one name, the Iron Man. But proving yourself in Thailand was one thing. Proving it on a global stage was another. The journey began in Manila, where a Tunisian gladiator waited to test whether the Iron Man's legend was real. Fadi Khalid, January 25, 2019. Early 2019 brought a dangerous test from Tunisia in Manila. Fadi the Gladiator Khalid marched into the Philippines thinking he could tame the Iron Man with his aggressive pressure style. This warrior had no idea he was walking into a demolition zone. The opening bell rang and Rodtang immediately turning into a hunting machine. Within the first minute, he caught Khalid with a crushing left kick straight to the head that sent the Gladiator crashing to the canvas like a fallen statue. Crowd exploded as Khalid struggled to his feet, already knowing he was in serious trouble.
Rodtang says, come on, let's do this. There's the handiwork from Rodtang. Here's the heavy artillery.
But the Iron Man wasn't finished destroying this gladiator. He stalked Khalid around the ring with terrifying calmness, landing brutal combinations while encouraging him to throw more punches. Every time Khalid tried to fight back, Rodtang would smile and motion for more. For 3 rounds, the Iron Man put on a pressure clinic, walking down his opponent and landing the bigger, harder shots. The unanimous decision was never in doubt.
The clinch now. The beautiful clinch from Rodtang. The vice-like grip of the Thai. Beautiful knee almost folds him in half.
Khalid had been broken, but the Iron Man's road only got rougher because just 2 months later in Tokyo, a French world champion with dangerous reach was ready to drag Rodtang into deep waters. Hakeem Hamech, March 31st, 2019. French warrior Hakeem Hamech arrived in Tokyo carrying WBC Muay Thai World Championship gold and a dangerous reputation. This tall striker had the reach and technique to give the Iron Man his toughest test yet. From the opening bell, this became an absolute war. Hamech used his reach advantage perfectly, landing clean, straight rights that snapped Rodtang's head back. The Frenchman was countering beautifully every time the Iron Man pressed forward, but Rodtang had other plans. He started blasting his way into the clinch with tight hooks and devastating elbows that echoed through the arena. When they tied up, Rodtang worked with crushing knees and sweeps, but Hamech never backed down. The French warrior kept firing back with solid hooks and uppercuts that had the crowd on their feet. Both fighters stood in the pocket, unloading stinging shots to head and body like gladiators in the Coliseum. 3 rounds to pure warfare ended with Rodtang scraping through by split decision. He had survived, but not without scars. Survival alone would not be enough in his next battle, because waiting in Japan was Brazil's Iron Hands, Walter Goncalves, a man who promised not just a fight, but a war. Next up, Walter Goncalves, October 13, 2019. Walter Iron Hands Goncalves arrived from Brazil carrying serious knockout power and zero fear. Knowing for his lightning-fast counters, his explosive low kicks chopped down opponents, and his fearless pressure style. This dangerous striker had trained in Thailand's toughest camps and was ready to steal Rodtang's throne. This became one of the most brutal championship fights ever witnessed. For 5 straight rounds, both warriors stood toe-to-toe, treading bombs like it was the last fight of their lives. Goncalves came to brawl and matched Rodtang's aggression punch for punch, kick for kick. Brazilian power shots were rocking the Iron Man's head back, but Rodtang kept walking forward like a machine. Round after round, they threw everything they had at each other. Sweat and pure heart filled that ring as neither man would break. This was championship fighting at its most brutal and beautiful. The Iron Man had proven his toughest title defense in Tokyo, proving that even a 5-round war couldn't break him. But now England was sending a general to steal his crown. Jonathan Haggerty was coming. Jonathan Haggerty, August 2nd, 2019. On August 2nd, 2019, Jonathan Haggerty, the General, had come straight from England to steal the Iron Man's throne. This world champion killer had only lost twice before, and both defeats came from Rodtang's Thai compatriots. Haggerty dominated the early rounds with distance management, landing consistent teeps to face and body while controlling range with his reach advantage.
Look at that beautiful left high push kick, fakes it and puts.
Round 4 proved decisive. Rodtang scored a crucial knockdown with heavy boxing combinations, overcame Haggerty's teep game through relentless advancing, seized control with devastating low kicks, countering teeps, brutal left hook to the liver, and aggressive boxing combinations that left the General gasping for air. A controversial unanimous decision victory captured Rodtang's first one championship title.
Body shots, then the hooks to the head. Chance for the knees and elbows on the inside here.
Strong into that clinch, wraps his hand around the head, goes a little bit of a knee.
Throne was his. Rodtang was king at last, but Haggerty refused to accept defeat. For him, this wasn't over, and the rematch would become the moment Rodtang showed he wasn't just a champion, but an executioner. Jonathan Haggerty rematch, January 10th, 2020. They met again in January 2020 for a rematch. Rodtang was ready to make a statement. The rematch would prove his finishing evolution. After dropping Haggerty with a devastating liver shot in round 1, Rodtang systematically broke down his opponent's defenses. Round 3 became pure execution. Rodtang unleashed 3 knockdowns from overwhelming combinations featuring lefts, rights, uppercuts, hooks from all directions.
Footwork going, utilize those shots. There's that downward elbow that you were calling for, Michael.
Going for the collarbone cracker. There's a little shot from Rodtang.
His surgical dismantling triggered automatic TKO stoppage at 2 minutes and 39 seconds, establishing Rodtang's reputation as a ruthless finisher. The General had been permanently downgraded to a private, and Rodtang's name echoed across the world as the most ruthless finisher alive. Next up, Jacob Smith, May 20th, 2022. But now came another British warrior seeking revenge. Jacob Smith arrived from England carrying serious power at the heart of a lion. This tough striker thought he could match the Iron Man's aggression toe-to-toe and make a name for himself in the tournament. Smith came out swinging like his life depended on it, trying to trade bombs with the most dangerous striker alive.
Weapons are next level. Not scared to go forward, keeps coming over the top with that elbow again. I think
This was exactly what Rodtang wanted, a war. The Iron Man walked straight through Smith's power shots and started landing devastating combinations. Every time Smith threw a punch, Rodtang fired back with double the violence. Round after round, Rodtang opened cuts all over Smith's face with powerful elbows. Blood poured down the British warrior's face, but he refused to quit. Smith showed incredible heart, taking punishment that would have stopped lesser men. But the Iron Man's pressure was relentless. He was breaking Smith down systematically. A unanimous decision was never in doubt, and Rodtang earned his first performance of the night bonus. Smith had shown warrior heart, but learned why they call him the Iron Man. The tournament victory was secured, but an even bigger test was coming from across the Pacific Ocean. Next up, Joseph Lasseri, November 18th, 2022. Champion versus champion warfare arrive in Singapore. November 18, 2022, Joseph Lasseri, known for his awkward movement, high-volume punching, and endless pressure, nicknamed the Hurricane, Lasseri brought his strawweight Muay Thai crown into flyweight territory, hoping to become a two-division king by dethroning the Iron Man. This Italian-Moroccan Hurricane thought his pressure style would overwhelm Rodtang, but he was about to learn why they call him the Iron Man. From the opening bell, Rodtang walked Lasseri down with terrifying calmness, absorbing shots and firing back with bone-crushing body shots that echoed through the arena like thunder. Those brutal shovel hooks to the body broke Lasseri down piece by piece. Round 4 brought the first knockdown when Rodtang's right hand, followed by a sharp left jab, sent Lasseri crashing like a chopped tree. Round 5 became the final execution. With 45 seconds left, Rodtang unleashed a devastating overhand right that sent Lasseri to the canvas for the second time. Hurricane struggled to his feet, but could only survive until the final bell. The unanimous decision was a formality. The Iron Man had defended his throne while destroying another champion. Takeru Sagawa, March 23, 2025. The ultimate test arrived from Japan. Takeru Sagawa. This was no ordinary man, a 3-division K1 champion with explosive speed, vicious combinations, and a granite chin that had never been cracked. This was a dream fight years in the making, and 55,000 Japanese fans expected their hero to crush the Thai destroyer. Rodtang looked like a carved statue, supporting washboard abs and supreme confidence. His game plan was simple: spend 2 rounds studying Takeru and go for the kill. But sometimes the best plans get thrown out the window. The opening bell rang and Rodtang marched forward fearlessly, stalking the Japanese icon like a predator. For 80 seconds, both warriors exchanged shots, but Rodtang was downloading data with every exchange. Then it happened. The Iron Man uncorked a thunderous left hook that caught Takeru flush on the jaw. Boom! The punch that shocked the world. Takeru's granite chin finally met its match as he crashed to the canvas like a falling building. The Japanese crowd sat in stunned silence as their unbreakable hero lay motionless, unable to answer the referee's count. Rodtang won an extra $50,000 bonus in that match. The Iron Man had done the impossible, knocked out the unbeaten Takeru in front of his own people. Rodtang Jitmuangnon is the true example of professionalism and humanity. The most honorable fighter alive, a king who has no equal, and most importantly, a kind-hearted warrior who never forgot his roots. From an 8-year-old boy fighting to feed his family to the undisputed king of Muay Thai, the Iron Man had conquered every mountain placed in front of him through tactical brilliance and unbreakable spirit. His techniques evolved from pure aggression to surgical precision, making him nearly unbeatable in striking combat. Who do you think could actually defeat this indestructible machine? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell. This is Punch Club, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.